And from what I hear, the dad's bought a new truck, the mom's got a new 8-bedroom house. The dad, there's already text messages about the dad bragging on going on European tours. His dad ain't willing to go to jail for nothing. That nigga just want some bills paid. Nigga, I'd rather stand with the Jeff Metcalf nigga than I would with Karmelo's daddy. I feel stupid for even calling you trying to make you believe what I believe. Cause I really believe that, fam. Nigga, I don't win against my own people trying to convince black people, white people is good, homie. I want to say this to the Metcalf parents. If I have said anything that have hurt you, I ask for your forgiveness.
Yeah, make sure y'all get y'all Karmelo Anthony watermelon felon shirts.
I'm just an ignorant nigga playing smart.
A hard coat, knock upon your front door. When your ass attack like cancer, burn your condo down. Let my pen drop, don't hear sound.
And straight like that, we back. How everybody doing out there in the world? Hope everyone doing well, doing swell. As for me, myself, and I would complain, but I'd rather just keep it to myself, man. Now, we are well aware over here on my page that I completely despise. I even hate this nigga. You dig what I'm saying? We can put this straight out there into the diaspora. And the latest little videos I saw from this guy around this little event has further strengthened my hatred for this individual. But I think after he has done himself this dastardly deed, I think the world at large, you understand what I'm saying? At least those of us that for some odd reason we're still giving this man a pass. I think that they're seeing the true content of his character. You understand what I'm saying? And they are now waking up or detaching themselves. Now, he wasn't this popular of a figure. You see him a lot, and you got some ignorant people in the comments making it seem as though he's more important to the culture than he is. But I guarantee you he is not. But like I say, after he let these things come out of his mouth over here lately, man, about this event, I think people are seeing the light about who this guy really is, and that is none other than Charleston White, man.
I feel stupid for even calling you trying to make you believe what I believe. Cause I really believe that, fam. Nigga, I don't win against my own people trying to convince black people, white people is good, homie. But all white people ain't bad. Why? I ain't never met a bunch of bad white people. So when I saw all white jewelry, I called you and told you, have no fear. White people ain't that bad. I had faith in that all white jewelry, didn't I?
X.
Didn't I? Man, listen, I feel horrible because I tried to strengthen your faith with my faith in white people, homie. I told you, man, that white jewelry go do right by us. I told you that, homie, and I believed it. I feel foolish. I feel stupid for even calling you trying to make you believe what I believe. Because I really believe that, fam. Nigga, I don't win against my own people trying to convince black people, white people is good, homie. Only to look like a fool in such a case.
Now, this is Charleston White on the day of Karmelo Anthony being sentenced. Number one, found guilty of first-degree murder. Then they turned around a couple hours later, sentenced him to 35 years in jail. Now, prior to the sentencing, right when the trial was getting started up, Charleston White put out a video and he swore that he knew that the evidence that the prosecution was coming with was weak. He knew that Karmelo was going to be let off and come home, and he was all involved with the process with the parents. They reaching out to him. He's an important person in this whole deal. Let him tell.
You know why Hunter's not taking a stand? He's not going to pass cross-examination. The reason Hunter's not going to take the stand, and from what I hear, the dad's bought a new truck, the mom's got a new 8-bedroom house. The dad, there's already text messages about the dad bragging on going on European tours. Fuck you, Metcalf daddy. You're a fucking puss. Used to beat those boys' mom. Cracker 1 and Cracker 2, a.k.a. Austin Metcalf and his twin pink toe pale brother, Hunter. White people, black, I got all walks of life of people who live in Collin County. I salute that judge. That's why he put a gag order in place. That's why Sarah Fields and them can't run around doing all that crazy shit they was doing once that judge got on there. See, I get to go to the trial. My name is on the list to go to the trial. Why? Who am I with? I'm with the family, so I'm not telling you guys no secondhand information. I'm at the trial. Man, we gonna win.
So the day that the verdict comes out, Charleston White comes out with this video. And in it, you heard him say that he tried to call Karmelo's father at some point and convince him of how good he thought white people were and how good he thought white people were going to do Karmelo in this trial. Now, I don't know if you have seen anything from the onset of this event when Karmelo stabbed the Metcalf kid. I don't think you've seen anything from the other side of the color demographic that would give you any inkling that they were going to go easy on Karmelo. In fact, the prosecutor struck the 3 black lady jurors off of the trial because they were educators. That's what they used. But prior to that, it was an interview going around where a couple of ladies were interviewed outside of the courthouse or what have you. I think just random people. And I even heard a story of one of the jurors that was put off the jury, got on camera. But in effect, these ladies gave comments and sentiments to the point that if they were on the jury, that they couldn't hold back their bias because Karmelo was a black kid and Metcalf was a white kid. They actually were stupid enough to say that on camera. The prosecutors took that information, turned around the next day in court, and brought this motion to strike the 3 black male jurors remaining. Now, they let a white lady stay on that was an educator because she's an esthetician and she doesn't work with young kids. I don't know what the distinction could have been right there. I don't know the fact that them working with young kids had anything to do. I mean, they were both young kids, so it would seem like they would have a better understanding or, a better grip on the situation. I don't think the fact that they worked with young kids would have caused them to have a bias. That didn't make sense. But the prosecutors turned around, brought that motion, and it was upheld by the judge. And now we are left with, I think, 9 white people, 3 Hispanic people. Go through the trial. I've never really seen anybody get convicted and sentenced in the same day, but that is indeed what happened. But you got a Charleston White saying that he got the inside track. I'm working with people. I'm sorry that I even tried to call and get you convinced. It's like, bro, you do everything to get clicks. And as we continue down through here, you will see what I mean.
I made a mistake in the beginning. I joined with the Metcalf family. I made a mistake. I repented and I spit on the Metcalf family and I joined the right family, the nigger family. But they're not the nigger family. That's an honorable black man and an honorable black mother. I thank God for this all-white jury because no one could be able to do this but an all-white jury and get away with it. I thank God for the judge because this is a fair judge. We don't need self-defense. We're not guilty. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, white people get dirty when they dirty. They'll play dirty when they dirty to make themselves look clean. Not this time. There's a God that's watching. And God gave us an all-white jury. God gave us an all-white jury. Not guilty, Your Honor. I love America. Thank God for America.
I can't stand this dude, bro. He's so fake. Talking about he went against his own people trying to convince people. Nigga, black people wasn't riding with you anyways. Because let's not forget, Charleston White built his entire persona on being what do you call it? The black white face voice? The white black face voice? How do you put that together? He is the guy that will go in front of a camera at any opportunity and scream the same surface level facts and disagreements and opinions that the people on Fox News, that the MAGA right screams. You know, they blanket the criminal stats, they blanket men not being in the home, they blanket EBT, they blanket all of the entire black culture with that when we know it's not all of us. When we know it's more. I saw a situation the other day where a guy stabbed a guy on the bus. They got into it, and they made a whole big deal out of that. And I made the point that, do you know how many black males took public transportation that day, went on to work with no event, didn't stab anybody, went on home, went to sleep, got with their girl, woke up the one, you know what I'm saying? Millions. But you won't hear them talk about that stat. But the one guy that shot somebody, they'll act like that is the entirety of the culture. That's what Charleston White does. He goes out and says that, and they say, see, look, this is a black man that got off the plantation. Why don't everybody be like Charleston White?
Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around. Woo-hoo.
You goddamn right. But I ain't a smart nigga. I'm just an ignorant nigga playing smart.
Yellowback chicken shit attitude be damned, because they are the same. You dig what I'm saying? They don't hold a person not having a backbone against them because they don't have one. You understand what I'm saying? And so this was Charleston White's whole shtick, right? He also has some things to say about Jeff Metcalf. We all know that Jeff Metcalf, the dad, came out at the end of the trial and called Karmelo the watermelon felon.
I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you?
The porn industry didn't take your wife. You lost her, you fucking short, fat, pudgy, small, dick, angry man. This fucker died from a pencil poke. They come from a loving mother. Their mother did everything they can to distance themselves from that fucking man that we see on TV talking without his family. See the difference between this little short Fred Flintstone motherfucker? He's alone, angry, no support system. But he got a new truck thanks to Austin Metcalf death. Got him a fucking new truck. But you know who don't see him around? He don't have a wife. He don't have a girlfriend. He don't have a brother. He don't even have a son that hugs him to show that someone's comforting him. You know how miserable he gotta be? He's worse than Karmelo. Because Karmelo is surrounded by a support system. I got a Muslim nigga that run the prison where he's at right now. Been down there 27 years. He's protected. It's gonna take a guard to kill him. Won't no inmate do it. I guarantee it. Metcalf, when I look at you, where's your wife, buddy? Who's wiping your tears? Who's jacking your dick? Who's washing your clothes while you so angry about the niggers? You lost your wife, not the BBC. The porn industry didn't take your wife. You lost her, you fucking short, fat, pudgy, small, dick, angry man. Little Michelin man. Little Michelin man. And you thought your boys was something. Till they met a little bitty nigga like me.
He got it off his chest. I don't know if I can be mad at Mr. Metcalf, because had one of my children been put off of this earth by anybody else, I would completely hate everything about them and their race. I ain't gonna hold you. So I ain't even mad at Mr. Metcalf. They said that when the son first got killed here about last year, so they said that he tried to be the bigger man and go to a church and pray with the black people, and they abruptly kicked him out. Now, there's two ways to look at that. They could look at it like he's trying to, gain clout. We don't know who may be coming behind him. Is this really sincere? But in the place of worship, you know what I'm saying? Now, we know Dylan Roof has turned the place of worship into a place of trepidation. You can't just be safe with any random person, any random white guy you see walking to a black church. So all of that could have came into account. Now, on the other side, looking at it from Mr. Metcalf's perspective, I could see him saying, I hate all these niggas forevermore. My son is dead. I come in to mend up the race relations because, the MAGA riot and the supremacists out here are trying to use this as an event to spark the race war, what have you. I'm trying to keep those sentiments calm. I just want to come in here and everybody be children of God. And you all kick me out with me having a dead son? Well, fuck all y'all. I can feel him from that standpoint. Okay? So after he comes out, then you get more from Charleston White.
I want to say this to the Metcalf parents. If I have said anything that hurt you, I ask for your forgiveness. Forgive me. I was in my feelings, I was in my emotions, and I was in my own ideology at that moment. And with that being said, I want to talk to the father, not the mother. When I look at this situation, the absence of the mother in front of the camera lets me know that's a grieving mother. And I want to tell you, Mr. Metcalf, I have no quarrels with you, sir. I initially agreed with you, as I do still agree with you. I did my best. I heard you say it, and I made a call without hearing you say it. This is not about race. You have every right to be angry. You have every right to hate. And I'm telling black people, nobody have a right to be mad at you. You don't have a right to be mad at those parents. If we take us out of it, and put those 2 kids back of it because we lost 2 children. We're arguing. We brought race into it. Black people introduced it. White people accepted it. From start to now, I've been trying to reject it. Why? It takes the focus off both children.
He's so performative, bro. I cannot stand anything about this guy. This guy say he's not the one that brought the race into it. Charleston White was the same guy about a week ago when the Asian boycott thing got going behind Rick Chow up there in South Carolina. He was the first one to come to the internet with a video about how much he hate Asian people and don't care nothing about Asian people. Charleston White is the #1 race baiter, but it's kind of like reverse. But he's talks so much. He talks on 2 sides of it. So you can't pin down who he's trying to help because he's not trying to help anybody but himself by getting clicks on the internet. Now, he just said in that video he doesn't have a problem. He don't think black people should have a problem with Mr. Metcalf. He don't think Mr. Metcalf should have a problem with them parents. Nigga, if I had lost a child, you can't tell me who I got a problem with. Me as a black person, if I'm not Karmelo, and then you go out there and you talking about watermelon felons and what the people and what the parents and how they raise their kids, I do have a right to be offended if I'm not that kind of individual. You dig what I'm saying? But he talks so much, so performative with his little mannerisms and trying to think and sound distinguished as he talk. I cannot stand this nigga Charleston White. So Jeff Metcalf wasn't having damn day. You dig what I'm saying? He jumped on him with his response, let everybody know what he thought about Charleston White and the Anthony parents, and then here you come with Charleston White again.
It's always the little levy dog. It's always the little boys like David to kill Goliath. Your son was a Goliath.
I just like to stop real quick to ask, does Charleston White have dentures or something? The way I'm hearing them talk right now, it sounds like how a person talk when they ain't got their dentures in their mouth. You know, like that top lip be shut in. That's what it sounds like to me, bro. Behind those grills, is Charleston toothless? Like, what is really going on?
That other motherfucker that watched his brother die in his arms, he's a fucking coward. He's a fucking coward. Like you, boy. I want to challenge you to a boxing match. Short fuck.
At this point, I'm like Metcalf and people out Texas way. If y'all took this one for the team, I'm just letting you know the black community would not be mad at you. This would be one point that we can come together on. You understand what I'm saying? This man out here talking about this man brother's a coward and watch him die. Like, what was he supposed to do? He was stabbed, bro. Now, I'll make a lot of jokes. I'll talk a lot of shit. I have a lot of vitriol for the racist bigots out here in the world. But one thing you will never hear me do, bro, even on X, well, I will say some vile shit. You will never hear me joke on the death of a minor. Now, Charlie Kirk, a grown person out here making their own decisions and knowing what they doing, I'll laugh all day. But you will never hear me make joke or make light of a child being, because there's one rule, and especially as a parent. See, Charleston White, I guess Charleston White's got kids. Or 1 or 2 or something, he don't never see. But it's one thing you always live by and you always dread, man, and it stands to be true. A parent should not have to bury their child. You dig what I'm saying? It's one thing for your child to have to wonder about the day that they parent leave and having to go through that. But a parent should never have to do that. So it's no way you going to go out and make joke and make light of that, bro. It just tells you what kind of individual you dealing with when they don't have any kind of governor. You dig what I'm saying? No kind of filter. But again, Charleston is an internet personality. He says what it takes to get clicks on his page. You know what I'm saying? And so after all of that, all of this faking jacks on the internet, like people are taking him important and working with him and all of that, Metcalf comes out and says what he says. Let Charleston tell it he's working with the family. He plugged in like the mob, right? Well, apparently Pops was not having it. Pops see through the back and forth and that because he was once on the Metcalf side, now he a Karmelo confidant. He giving money to him. He gonna donate $75,000 to the appeal, and we gonna get him out of there. Karmelo will be home. And Mr. Metcalf, after he said what he said, and apparently Mr. Anthony not taking Charleston serious, we get more videos. But first, we hear from the mom.
The reason why I haven't said anything about Charleston White prior to now is because I seen right through what he was doing. He was sitting right up in here playing in our goddamn face. See, anytime you get a man that run his mouth a lot, you gotta watch him. Because he can't be learning nothing if he ain't never motherfucking listening. Right? This man then got on the internet for attention, him damn self. Who in the fuck is Charleston White? A content creator? A motherfucker that run around running his goddamn mouth, getting paid to do it. That's it, that's all. He want to talk about all these shows and shit he be booking. Nobody gives a fuck about you, Charleston White. Now, where you done went left at, you done got on the internet and then said you not going to help Karmelo Anthony because his dad is a chump. He want the money for himself and he just trying to use you. Who in the fuck are you? You just trying to use the situation to capitalize on, basically. You ain't fooling nobody but your fucking self. My thing with that is, you saying you ain't gonna help him because his dad, he's 19 years old. If you was trying to genuinely help him, you can genuinely help him. It ain't got nothing to do with his dad. Why you trying to make his dad be something that the fuck he's not? You say he a Minnie Mouse. Let him be a Minnie Mouse. You say he a this, that, and the third. Let him be that. But if your intentions were pure and you were really doing this to help that baby, you would continue to do it. You ain't got to include his dad. He ain't no motherfucking baby. The law says he's grown. You don't need his dad to help him. If you want to help him, help him. But see, that's the fake shit that you be on. That's why I ain't believe you for a split motherfucking second. You went from on the Metcalf side, to on their side, to back on their side. I wish you were more like the Metcalf daddy. That's bullshit. You know what the fuck you doing. You know what the fuck you doing. And I ain't believe it for one split motherfucking second. I seen people saying, now I done found a reason to like you. I ain't believe it for a split second. Because you ain't nothing but a attention-seeking piece of shit.
And she cooking, bro. She's one of the ones that seen it. That man sways whichever way the wind is blowing. He went from agreeing with him, Carmelo's a thug, to now he's on the side of Karmelo. Then when nobody takes him serious, he come out talking crazy. And the video that she mentioned, man, I mean, I think Charleston White is on his way out, but this is the video that she's speaking on.
I am removing myself from the Carmelo Anthony's case. I am no longer involved with the family. And here's why. I was starting to feel like I was being used for my influence and my connections and resources. When I tell you we raised over $1 million one day, privately, quietly, they wanted to start another GoFundMe. I said, no, I'm not doing a GoFundMe. They wanted to know, after we pay for the pill, will the money go to them? No. The extra money don't go back to you. It goes back to the people who gave it. It don't go to nothing else. The money is for the pill. His daddy in the way. I don't like weak. I hate weak men. I'd rather stand with a strong daddy like that Metcalf man than his black weak father trying to play victim. Now, nigga, your son's still living. Hug him, send him some books to read. I got the money, let's start to work on the pill. Anything else don't make sense, nigga, what's wrong with you? And I'm telling the nigga, say, homie, everybody believe you playing for the money, nigga. And I'm starting to believe you using me for it. You want to get the money, but then disassociate yourself from me? Nigga, I'm here for that boy. I'm here for your son, nigga. And if this money don't go directly to your son's appeal, you don't get this money. We sent it back.
Nigga, you was never on the case, bro. Carmelo Pops wasn't never rocking with you. Mom wasn't never rocking with you. You just come to the internet swearing that you the man with the plan in the mix. Nigga, no one takes you serious, bro. No one takes you serious. And so now he finds himself a fish out of water. You know what I mean? These little comedy shows or these little podcasts that he got booked, he better do something with that money, bro, because from what I'm seeing now, the white people threw him away when he came out with his Charlie Kirk content. Black people have never really taken him serious. He's more like a podcast starter. You know what I mean? When you're trying to get some numbers up on your podcast, or maybe when your numbers are down or something like that, you reach out to a Charleston White to get him to come on and go through the script of talking loud, and then he gonna walk off, and then you put that on. Charleston White walks off another interview, and then he'll go make up a video. Yeah, man, I had to walk off on a nigga, man. I'm gonna talk about nothing, man. That's his stick, bro. It's got to be said, like I say, man, these internet numbers, bro, and internet fame and the prospect of being able to sit up and just make multiple thousands of dollars, maybe even millions, depending on how big you get from just, simply sitting in front of a cameraman and being articulate. Like, the draw of that is tremendous. You dig what I'm saying? And you have a thing called going Hollywood, or no shame, however you want to term it. And when you get someone that desires internet fame coupled with having no shame, you get a person like Charleston White. And like I said, Mr. Metcalf and the people of Texas, if you were to take this one for the team, this would probably get you a barbecue plate, an invite to the barbecue. I ain't gonna hold you, because this is one of the vilest people out here in the world talking about his dad ain't ready to kill or die or whatever. Nigga, neither are you. We've chronicled many times that Charleston White is all bark. I mean, not even a bit of bite. He tried to bring up that case about back in the days when the white guy got killed around him. Charleston White was in the car. Let's be clear. Charleston White was in the car while his homeboys and was out there doing the deed. This nigga is one of the fakers, bro. And like I always say when I cover Charleston White, if you are a person out here that co-signs Charleston White, I just would like to ask, what does that say about you? And with that, it's been straight like that. I'm out.
Yeah, make sure y'all get y'all Karmelo Anthony watermelon felon shirts. They can be purchased at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com. Again, you can get your watermelon felon Karmelo Anthony guilty murderer shirt at www.therealcharlestonwhite.com.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Jack Travis, Lord Dungeon Dragon, spit that flame. Raise whole cities, your building can't.